Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Jill shared with me some really cool information that I did not know about today. And I said, we need to share this information. Or actually, you need to share this information, not me.
Yeah, I was sharing with Kim about I'm sitting here and I'm looking at a very impressive spider web. Now, I will admire spiders from afar. Not a fan if they're anywhere near me, but I don't panic. Like if I see them in my house, some people panic. I get that. Oh, not only spiders but bugs. But then it got us talking about bugs anyway, and I was sharing with Kim that years ago I lived in an apartment that had water issues, and I learned about bugs in a home and what they tell you about the health of the home. And in this particular apartment, there are all these various like water bugs, one of which was called like what I knew of at the time, it called a silverfish. And I screen captured and sent it to
Ugh.
Kim. And right, they're gross, aren't they,
Yep.
Kim?
Yeah. Yep.
And another kind of sign of lots of water are like centipedes, bugs with lots of legs that move very fast. But they're all like I don't know. When there's too much water in a space, they're like creepy, gross you out kind of bugs. And spiders, while they're kind of gross, spiders are more like, leave me alone. They're not like going about their business usually. They're like, they see you and they freeze and they're like, I'm going to pretend I'm not here. And they'll just move on by. But spiders in a house indicate that you have like your house is dry enough, that you have the proper air quality in your home. So I was sharing with Kim, we have a basement, and every time I end up seeing like spiders or spider webs in our basement, I'm always doing a little like, yes, I'm so glad they're spiders and not silverfish.
Ugh.
And as soon as I see any sort of a water bug, I like start hunting around the basement to make sure I'm like checking, smelling, looking everywhere, making sure that it's just like a one off. This bug got lost,
Yep.
not a pattern, But yeah, learning that anyway, all those years ago has like helped me have a very healthy appreciation for spiders and their presence in a home. Like, it's weird because I'll catch them and put them outside. I've been known to kill them on occasion, usually when they're really big. And I'm like, dude, I love that you're here, but you can't be in my house.
Yes. Wow. And just as we're talking, there's like a big bug that just totally landed on my vehicle on the windshield. Um, and he's looking at me. Weird. I can't say it's not a spider. It's like one that kind of looks like a centipede.
Wow.
And his back end is like looking like a centipede, like it would totally. It's not a dragonfly either, but it's kind of in between a dragonfly-ish looking thing and a like a centipede back end. What is with the bugs again?
Right? There is something because I we also saw a news story. I think it was last week. Goodness gracious, Kim, I do not remember where in the world they found this, but this bug was huge. This bug was like so big, something like 18 inches. I don't know. That bug, I just was like, oh my God, like wow. But they have cool things to teach us and show us, and they point to things that are happening in our environment more so than say we might like realize. But
Yep.
in your home, if you have spiders, there is a moment of celebrating that, that means that the air exchange in your home is proper, that you don't have too much damp area. The spiders have moved in, and it's actually a
Good thing.
blessing. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. I swipe them and get rid of them. I personally do not spray because I don't do that kind of thing, but there are other ways, non-chemical ways too, to deter bugs if you don't want to do that. But I personally don't do any of that. I actually, well, I talk with bugs, animals for that matter. I will tell spiders like, no, you can't live here. Where to go? And then if they lay a little nest, nope, swipe that sucker away. I'm not going to have 100 little mini spiders running around my home.
Oh no. Nope.
But yeah,
Ooh.
really, it related to like, just pay attention. If you have creepy-crawly, look up a silverfish, other water bugs that indicate you have too much dampness in your house. You know, you want a dehumidifier, or you want a fan, or you want more air movement. You don't want those spots in your house where you don't have proper air movement. And quite honestly, I lived in a house in that apartment once that had silverfish. I also lived in a place that was too like that one was there was lots of spiders. It was too airtight. Like there was too much dry air. Like
Ooh.
it was overly efficient. The house was, you know what I mean? Like too sealed
Yeah.
up. Yeah, there wasn't enough natural air exchange in the home. So that home you had to actually ensure that you had like you could add an air exchanger or whatever. It can get really technical, but anyway, yeah, I was admiring a spider web this morning, and somehow Kim and I got onto this.
I'm like, this is really good information. We need to know this. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was good information. I just thought people knew that.
So a little bit different from the normal tuning in, tapping in, and the judgments. Like they went away from the judgments.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, and
practical.
someone told me like I was in my early 20s when I was in this place with the silverfish, and I was just flipping out. And they were like, "It just means you have," like they were very practical. They knew this stuff. They're like, "It just means you have a water problem in the bathroom. Like fix the water problem, and the bugs will go away." And I was like, "Okay." Got on the phone because I didn't own it, you know. So I'm like, "Water problem." um, Lots of simple things though. A lot of times to try first before you have to get into complex solution.
Yeah.
Fans, dehumidifiers, that kind of thing. But just eliminating the bugs doesn't necessarily change what's going on in your environment. See, so that's my thing where I really try and appreciate, even when I see spiders, even though I'm not a fan of them, they're telling me, they're showing me what's going on, and I appreciate that.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice little chill throughout my whole entire body.
Nice.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Until next time.